Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today, we're joined by the incredible Roshni Naicker, a two-time Influential Woman of the Year award at Sibaya Izulu Theatre. She's not only the force behind the Donlee Creations, but also a true community leader driving impactful initiatives in Merebank. In this chat, we'll dive into a journey of blending entrepreneurship with philanthropy, her inspiring Save the Dignity of Our Schools campaign, and a vision for empowering the next generation. Roshni, how are you?
I'm good, and you, Steph?
Uh, I'm great. I'm actually excited to chat with you today. And my opening question to you was first of all, congratulations on winning the Influential Woman of the Year award for the second time at Sibaya Izulu Theatre. What does
Thank
this
you.
recognition mean? You're most welcome. What does this recognition mean to you personally, and how do you see it impacting your future work?
Uh, it was uh, uh, it was a great honor to have it given to me the first time, and then the second time as well was like overwhelming. But it actually enhances my portfolio in what I do for the community, especially Save the Dignity of Our Girls, which is um, the supplying of sanitary pads to girls so they don't miss a day of school. So there's been a big boost in the overall community getting involved after my Influential Woman Award.
Okay, you've balanced being an entrepreneur with Donley Creations and leading impactful charitable projects in Merebank. How do you manage to combine business and community upliftment so successfully?
Okay, my mom was uh, like the driving force behind what I do. She taught me about business from a very early age. We used to go around in the Skumbi, and she used to be selling clothes door to door. Before that, she used to walk around selling cosmetics and clothing. So it's with her, what knowledge that she inputted into us, that I actually built this business after I finished off work in 2009. And then in 2021, I used my business uh, with the profits that I earned from my business to fund Save the Dignity of Our Girls. And it's a home-based business online. I go onto WhatsApp and Facebook. So it's I don't kill the people with prices, because I know in our economy, much of the people can't afford luxuries and certain things that they do need. So I just put a small markup on it, and I get a lot of people coming and buying it. And the thing is, with community work, I do get my family and friends to help me. So when I'm busy with community work, I have a lot of help.
All right. Many people see entrepreneurship and philanthropy as separate paths. What inspired you to use your business as a platform to fund and sustain your charitable initiatives?
Um, I think that the main part of it is to keep my father's legacy going. My father used to always do community work. He never wanted to see someone go hungry. And if I could give someone a loaf of bread with whatever I earn from my business, if I can supply someone with a loaf of bread, that that in itself is like coinciding with philanthropy and entrepreneurship. So I don't see the much difference, because it works hand in hand. What you get, if you give, you will get more.
All right. One of your recent initiatives, the Save the Dignity of Your Schoolgirls Sanitary Pad Collection campaign, has touched many lives. Can you share what motivated you to start this campaign and what impact it has made so far?
Okay, in 2021, amidst COVID, uh, I had my tenant's niece come home and then I asked her, I said, you just went to school, so why are you back now? She says, no, I went to school and I just, got my monthly and they didn't have sanitary pads available, so I had to come home. So at that time, myself, my husband, we're busy. We're trying to help out families that couldn't make it to go out of their homes. And he used to be with Food for Life doing like 2,000 meals from 4 o'clock in the morning and going house to house, giving it out to people. And then I told him, I said, there's a lot of people doing food, doing ampers, doing all these things. Let's try to help these girls because you don't want them to miss a day of school. 5 days a month, which is 2 months in a year. And that amounts to a big, crisis for the school girls who lose so many days that they cannot catch up with their work. So I just put it onto the WhatsApp and the Facebook platform, and I got a good response. I managed to get 300 sanitary pads to do the first drives at Ganges Secondary and Alipur Road Primary. And that is how it started. And it's actually taken off in a bigger scale where Lotus FM came on board and they did a massive drive for Women's Month. And we collected 3,128 sanitary pads, which will make sure that a lot of girls stay in school.
Access to sanitary products is a challenge for many schoolgirls. What do you think needs to change at a systemic or policy level to ensure that no girl misses school due to period poverty?
We touched on that subject a lot, and we feel that if condoms can be put into certain places, in the clinics, in hospitals, free condoms, but people are still having babies. So if they can supply the sanitary pads free, it will be a huge impact on our girls because they will have access to this if they need it. They don't have to be waiting to ask someone, can you please get me a pack of sanitary pads? And this government used to supply free sanitary pads to schools, and they put a stop to it. So it needs to be looked into, and they need to start that again.
I'm so sorry. I think the network unfortunately let me down. What were you saying there?
Government needs to come on board because at the end of the day, they give free condoms in the hospitals, clinics, and most of the places. Sometimes in the public toilets, you have free condom dispensers. So maybe if they do sanitary pads as a dispensing item in these places, and government used to do sanitary pads. They used to distribute sanitary pads to schools and they stopped. So the education department needs to look into this matter and maybe get back on board and do sanitary pads at schools.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a question for you from the comments here. It's from Rish Chitania. Hi, Roshni. What is your greatest achievement and how do you apply it?
My greatest achievements thus far has been my my impact that I had on those children. Because I had this girl that came to me and she says to me, "Thank you, Auntie Roshni. I used to miss school and I used to use T-shirts as sanitary pads." So when you get that, you did what you are doing is, an achievement that is overwhelming.
All right. Looking back on your journey, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced in getting community initiatives off the ground, and how did you overcome them?
There's a lot of in the community. Nobody wants to see you actually move forward. And it's not only in our Indian community, it's basically everywhere. If somebody see you doing something, you do good for the people, but what they tend to do is, oh, you're doing it for your own good. You're doing it for you. But I have always maintained that I am doing it for the community. And I want to uphold my father's legacy. So if I have to take my last 20 rand and go buy bread for somebody or to do something for the community, it's uplifting somebody. It's making that person's stomach full, and also, enhancing that, okay, maybe somebody else can do good. Somebody else can do good. But the community in itself needs to actually come on board when people like myself are doing things. They need to come forward and say, can we help? It doesn't have to be money-wise, but just to come and assist. But the biggest hurdle has been roadblocks for me to use the local grounds where I live. And there's a lot of red tape. The grounds are there for community-based activities. So I use it like maybe 4 hours to have a Women's Day event. But there's too much of red tape. And I'm trying to get past that red tape.
Yeah, that's true. Your projects seem to unite people from different walks of life. How important has community collaboration and partnerships been in driving your vision forward?
I've had Alison Andrews from MediSkills clinic. She does teaching, home care workers, your caregivers. She does all those trainings and stuff. She's come with me to schools and given talks to the girls. And then I've had other people. I've had my friend who's got her own business where she does bobo balloons and stuff. She does the printing when I need on my mugs. She does printing for things, whatever I need. I've had a lot of people in the community actually come on board and help me to reach my goals for any functions. Cupcakes, people have been, when I have cupcake events, and people have been baking and sending cupcakes to me. So the community actually do come on board when I'm doing projects.
As a role model for women and young girls, what advice would you give to someone who wants to make a difference in their community but doesn't know where to start?
If you put your mind to whatever you want, if you get an idea, that's what I did with Donlee Creations. It was an hobby of mine to do gifting. I do, Donlee Creations is a gifting platform where you do very fancy sort of gifting. It's not your normal. If you tell me you've got a gift to give to your dad, so I will take that thing and I will make it like into her shirts or into a like some sort of thing related to a man. For the ladies, I will take your gift and I make it into an outfit, into a dress or something like that, something like out of the box. So it was a hobby of mine that I actually implemented into Donlee Creations, And that's how I started my business. And then I used to do platters and pickles and samosas and stuff. So if you have an idea, you don't have to go out into the community to do it. Start it off with your family. Start it off with your family, and then from there, by word of mouth, you will grow. But make sure that you don't give up. Never give up. That is it. If you say, I never sell 2 things today, I only sold 1. Oh, I don't think it's going to work. But you continue doing it, and you will see you will reap the rewards in the end.
Yeah, that's true. Donlee Creations isn't just about fashion. It's tied to empowerment and giving back. How do you envision growing your business and your charitable work side by side in the coming years?
I've actually collaborated with a friend's daughter who has been Miss Teenager Universe South Africa.
Wow.
And so she is like a celebrity in our area. She stays opposite my house, by the way. So like I try to take her with me when I do my sanitary pad drives, and the girls actually love her. They love her when they love the vibes. They want to take photos with her, and I try to use Donlee Creations into all my daily things that I do daily. I try to use Donlee Creations as a platform to boost whatever is coming into my way, so that I keep Donlee Creations, Roshni Naicker, and Save the Dignity of Our Girls together as one.
Wow. All right. My final question to you is, what is your biggest dream for the future of Merebank and the communities you serve, and how can people watching this live chat get involved to support your vision?
Okay, my biggest thing for Merebank is we need to clean up the streets. We need to clean up the streets, and it takes the parents of children to make sure it's done. Because I see a lot of people that's loitering and going onto drugs, and we need to clean up that act. We need to, because there's girls, now I see girls are doing it. We need to actually clean up the area for that. And I need to, as me personally, I need to try to boost our area into having more events, more collaboration with other companies, organizations, so we can have something that these children look forward to going to. Like we can just have like a soccer match, like a netball match, or just going to the grounds here and just having like a get together with a tea party or something of that sort, just to have that impact in the community, to say, hey, we got a place that we can go to this day or that day, and we can get others involved to come into our area to teach people, how to do certain things. And it's going to be a very hard drive to do, but if we get people who are enthusiastic about it, we can do it.
All I gotta say, thanks so much for your time, and hope to catch up with you again in the future.
Thank you so much. It was an honor to be here on your live.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.